Hello everyone, this is Ajanta man. This is part 3 of the Tempest Act 5 Scene 1, where I am going line by line, explaining line by line. I've come to the part where Prospero decides that he will forgive all the sinners, as Prospero also feels sympathy for them because he is, after all, a human. Though he has had many grievances against the sinners, and yet now he is in no mood to punish them. Therefore he decides that enough is enough. He decides to forgive them because forgiveness is nobler than revenge. As his main aim was for them to realize and repent their misdeeds. And since they are doing so, no further punishment is necessary. He orders Ariel to release his enemies from the captivity. And then Prospero begins his long speech. Yet elves of hills and brooks, standing lakes and groves, and ye that on the sands with the printless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune, and do fly him when he comes back, you demi-puppets that by moonshine do the green sour ringlets make, whereof the eve not bright, and you whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bidden the noontide, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azured world. Here in this speech, Prospero is alone on the stage. He invokes the various spirits who have aided him and describing the many incredible feats he had accomplished with his magic. He catalogues his feats of magic in the same way that you might imagine Shakespeare at the end of his career would look back on his long career as a playwright and list his triumphs thereafter. Prospero here addresses the hills, the streams, the groves, the supernatural beings who have helped him in achieving all the magic that he has achieved. May solemn music, he speaks to the spirits of streams, of the lakes, of the woods. You spirits who chase these retreating sea waves with feet which leave behind no marks on sand and run away from them when they come in again. You diminutive creatures who make green rings on grass with your dances at midnight. The grass which the sheep refuse to graze upon. And you spirits whose sport is to grow mushrooms at midnight, who delight to hear the solemn tones of the evening bell. It was with your help, that I worked wonders like darkening at the sun, the midday, calling forth the stormy winds to blow and creating a great disturbance in the green sea and the blue sky. He says that he has created lightning to match the dreadful rattling thunder with which he has split the oak tree so dear to Jove. With his own lightning, he has shaken firmly the based rocks and uprooted the pine and the cedar trees. At his command, the graves have wakened and the ghosts have come out. But now Prospero says that now he lays aside this strong power. He calls upon his magic to render one last service. That is the solemn heavenly music. To produce a certain effect on the sinners, and I shall break my magic wand and bury it deep down the earth. And as for my book of magic, I will sink it deeper in the sea than the sounding line has ever plumbed. So, Prospero says he thanks all these spirits and he rather catalogues a list of all that he has been able to do with the help of these creatures. And then he decides to destroy his books and his magic wand. He wants to give up magic now that everything, all the problems have been resolved. He wants to give up magic forever. With the help of his magic, he has performed miracles on the island. And with this potent art, he has caused the graves to open their mouths and let out the dead and buried therein. In other words, he has called the dead men back to life. He has made the ghosts to walk. And there is only one thing that he now needs, is that he wants his magical powers to give him sweet, solemn music in order that he may restore senses to his enemies, Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian. It is for them that he has been working the charm so long. He had raised the storm and caused the shipwreck in the beginning. But now that these sinners are penitent and repentant, he wants to restore them to their proper senses. And he will bury the magic wand, break his magic wand and bury his magic books. Thank you for watching. Please continue to do so to get an in-depth analysis.